have my supplies, all my sheets needed, and then Alyssa will be recording. Hi, I'm Hannah. I'll be your student nurse today. I'd go ahead and provide privacy and perform hand hygiene, and then I'm grabbing gloves for when I'll need them. Can you tell me your name and date of birth?
Brad Pitt, 1135.
And do you have any allergies, Brad?
Nope.
I'd verify that on his wristband, and then I'm looking at provider orders. Alright, Brad, it looks like I am here to give you some blood. Have you had any blood transfusions before, or any allergic reactions?
Nope.
Okay. And so then it also looks like you have already went over the informed consent with doctors. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. I would start off by getting any vital signs, listening to lung sounds, checking for edema, and assessing I&Os. Right, and then I have gathered all of my supplies. Everything's intact and not expired. I'm going to go ahead and open that. And then I would also be checking his IV site for any pain. Do you have any pain there?
No.
Okay. And then I will be assessing for patency in a second here. I would cleanse the port for 30 seconds. Then once 30 seconds is up, I would connect my flush, and I've already pulled back and gotten all the air out of it, so I'd connect it. And then I am pulling back for blood return. And once I have blood return, I have it, so now I'm going to go ahead and use the push pause method to flush. And then once I flush that, I'll close that again and disconnect. Alright, so now that his line is patent, I know that I'm going to go ahead and open my tubing. I've already read the directions that are needed, and then I'll go ahead and close all of my lines. Okay. And then I already have my normal saline. I did all my checks prior to coming into the room. So now I'm going to start off by spiking the bag. And then I would go ahead and And then at this point I would open this line and then open my line, and then I'm filling the chamber until it's about half full. And my line is maybe airlocked. Okay, now that it's half full, I would go ahead and keep it held up, and then I am priming my other line. And once it's primed, I'll close that line, leaving this one open. Now I'm gonna go ahead and drop that, get out any air. And then now I would go ahead and prime this line. And once it's all the way through, I'd close it. And then I could go ahead and connect it. I'd connect my line. And then I'd open this, and then I'd make sure this runs. I would open the main line so it is running until we get our blood, because we want to make sure that the line is patent. Alright, so now that the fluids are running, I would take my gloves off and go to lab to get my blood, and then I would also have a second nurse check with me. Alyssa's gonna be here to check, but won't be in the video for purposes of being able to video. So I have my golden ticket, I have my blood, and then we're with Brad. So I have Brad Pitt 1/135, Brad Pitt 1/135, and Brad Pitt 1/135. And then we're going down to the blood bank number. We have TZ 1168, and then TZ 1168, and TZH 1168.
Yep.
And then we would go ahead and look at the blood type and RH type. He is O negative, O negative. And then on here, O negative. And then we're looking at the unit ID number, which is 47FC62136, and that is matches on both. And then the expiration date is 12/3/24 and 12/3/24. And
Yep.
then Alyssa and I would both sign and initial date and sign this sheet. All right, and then now I'm back with Brad. I would put my gloves back on, and then I'm gonna close the lines because we don't want the pink bag of shame. So I'm closing this and closing that line. All right. I'd spike it and hang it. And then now that it is hung, I would go ahead and open this line, and then I would open this to and using the pump to regulate it, or regulate it with the clamp. So then once the blood is to Brad, that is when I'd start my 15-minute timer, or 50 mLs. I would stay with him during that time. I would assess for any adverse reactions, and 3 adverse reactions would be chest pain, itching, or any difficulty breathing. And then I would again do vitals, and then I'd take off my gloves, get rid of any of my supplies, take off my gloves, use hand hygiene. And then Brad, is there anything else I can do for you today?
Nope.